I have some really good news. Okay. So I don't know, for those of you that may remember, I'm going to give you a little backstory to the whole situation. Okay. So the background information is in Germany, is carnival season from the 11th of November till sometime in February. I don't know. I'm not a carnival person, so I don't really know particularly the dates. So but the high season, I think, is usually in February. That is when you can go to the store and buy all the costumes and everything, right? So since the beginning of time, since I was a kid, and even well before that, Germans have had very racist stereotypes in costumes during those carnival month. Okay, so and I'm talking about from blatant blackface to mocking of indigenous Americans on Turtle Island and their traditional regalia, to literally everybody that's non-white, putting sombrero heads and going as Mexicans for carnival, shit like that. Okay. So that's a bit of the backstory, right? So last year, I went to a wholesale store here in Germany calling themselves Selgros, and I saw those costumes inside when I was looking for something. So I made a video about it, and I asked my German mutuals, my German people, to send emails. I put the email in the video. I myself wrote an email so that people have like a draft if they don't know what to write. I put everything in the video. That happened, I think that was on a weekend. And then I got their answer on Tuesday, the following work week, that they have reflected and they are going to remove it from their stores with immediate effect in the whole Germany and Austria region. And that they are asking for forgiveness and shit like that. At the end of the day, I sent them an email back and I was like, hey, it's not me you're supposed to ask for forgiveness for. I would have expected you to release a public statement, kind of like apologizing for the indigenous community, acknowledging your mistake and promising to do better, and at the same time also book workshops for your employees to gain racial sensitivity, to gain awareness for racism. At the end of the day, that email went unanswered, so I don't really know what happened here. However, within that email on a Tuesday till the next 48 hours, every single one of the costumes that was mocking Native Americans were removed from their stores. And I'm someone, talk is cheap. Talk is fucking cheap. So I carried my white ass to the nearest circle store and I went to the store, and I did put it on record actually that time. So I went to the comment section, went to the costume section, and I asked one of the employees, and I was like, hey, is that all the costumes you have? He said, yes, we are not allowed to sell costumes for, and he used the racial slur, anymore, because someone was angry on the internet. Didn't know that I was the one that was angry on the internet. Anyway, that was really satisfying because I went there and I in fact did not see anyone, not for children, not for adults. There were none left. And I also went to another store in my other city. Like I went to Mannheim and I went to another one going to Frankfurt. So I went to two different stores and it was not there. And in both stores, I was given the same answer that they were told from upper management to, with immediate effect, remove all these costumes and to never ever reorder it again. It's out of their stock, or their, yeah, whatever it's called. So I was very pleased with that. So now it's been a year, right? So I went back there yesterday because we started selling costumes again, usually on the 1st of February. I went back there yesterday because I wanted to know if bitches are keeping their words. Okay? And this is the entire section. And lo and behold, not a single racially insensitive costume was sold here. We had shit like princesses for adults, firefighter, policeman, princess for children. They're like cowboys. I saw shit like clown costumes, unicorns, witches, stuff like that. Not a single racially insensitive costume was sold in this store. So why am I making this video? Go to your local stores, check, and if they sell it, please write to their representatives. Do something. It doesn't take you anything. And while we are already here together, let me show you something we need to do next. So here I'm going to place a trigger warning for all indigenous siblings for fucking racism. Okay, so if you don't want to see that, please scroll now. And to everybody not, I'm going to blur out the name. What the entire fuck is this shit? Okay, this is absolutely unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. And to everybody that wants to take action and everybody that did take action with me last year, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please do it again this year. This was the store Action in Germany. They have an email. It's very simple. Send an email, complain, tell them that this is not okay. Another person's culture is not our fucking carnival's costume, especially when it comes to the story of Pocahontas. That is not even her real name. So this is not acceptable. This is 2025, okay? We need to do better. So I expect us as a society to come together, because I sent them emails last year and they ignored it. They did not give two shits. So since we had a huge success with an entire retail company pulling those costumes from their shelves nationwide in both countries that they are represented in, Germany and Austria, we can do it again. We can do it again. So I'm asking you, it takes you how much? 5 minutes of your time? Take those 5 minutes, send an email. Even if you're from outside of Germany, wherever you're watching this video from, send an email. Let them know that this shit is not acceptable. Cultures are not fucking costumes, especially not when they are marginalized people. And before you come on here and be like, can my little girl not go as Pocahontas? No, the fuck she cannot. No, the fuck your little male fucking face child cannot go as an indigenous child that was molested and raped by a colonizer, okay? No, she cannot. Educate yourself on the history. Do better. If she wants to go as something, I don't know, why don't you wrap her in a bedsheet and let her go as your clan ancestors? Why the fuck are you appropriating another person's culture with such a terrible history that was literally so much murder, slavery, raping, kidnapping? Why would you want your child exposed to that? And yes, it's more than just a costume. Yes, it's more than just carnival. It's all that just because it's for us. But there are people in the world that see this and it's actually painful. It's painful because it reminds them of the outrageous crimes that white people committed towards their people for hundreds of years. Be fucking sensitive. When Prince Harry went as an NS soldier, y'all were up and out in your feelings. Y'all were mad as fuck. All of a sudden you understand what it means if someone is mocking your history, if somebody is mocking your identity, but you don't want to have that sensitivity when it comes to other people. Get your white ass up and leave other people's cultures alone. That being said, if you're in Germany, in Austria, wherever you're watching this, go to your local store. I don't care if it's Kick, if it's Aldi, if it's Lidl, if it is Action, if it whatever, wherever they sell these costumes, check it, picture it, take a picture and send an email. It doesn't cost you anything. And I expect every white person to do that. If you claim not to be racist, you get your ass up and do something.